Tech waiting once again for his tech to confirm that Mark Tech is actually live. I know somebody with my channel name should actually have a better understanding of technology like OBS, but I have a completely new setup. I haven't used the program for 2 months. I wasn't even sure if I was coming back. So I've a new setup for now without video, because I have a lot of cables in the way. I don't want to attach my iPhone as well to my Mac. But my actually my most popular videos, and I wanted to say thank you to all of you, were videos without my face. So I don't know if I should take that as a compliment, but yeah. So I have now a video with 1,000 views and one with even 2,000 views, which was my disappointment live stream of the Samsung presentation. I don't actually remember if it was completely live or it was the day after. So I decided to do another live stream. Now, this is not an Apple related video. We are gonna get back to those soon. That is no problem. I know that this is what all of you want the most, the very few fans that I actually have. But I'm also a big PlayStation fan. I'm a big gaming fan for the kinds of games that Sony makes specifically. So I thought it would be cool to react to what is Sony's first showcase in now almost 2 years. Apologize if I sometimes have to move my mouse cursor along the screen as we go along, because somehow my image sometimes freezes. I don't know why. Yeah, and that's basically it. I thought we could have now a nice like half an hour before the stream actually starts. I have the YouTube page open for the actual showcase. It's going to be in English. Again, I speak German, I speak Russian. Doesn't really matter to me, but the best streams are the English ones. I don't want any subtitles covering up what I'm seeing and what is going on. Um, yeah, so let me know if I have any kind of streaming issues. We have apparently 3 people watching. I think one of them is me, if that counts, because I will be reacting live to the chat if somebody writes something. I don't think so. My previous PlayStation video got like 0 engagement. But hey, I'm very excited for this showcase. I hope everything works out well. And as you have seen from the thumbnail, most importantly, I'm expecting Spider-Man 2, which is supposed to be getting a release date. And maybe with that, we will also get like a 5 or 6 minute like real gameplay video. That's actually going to be sick, I hope. And for everything else, I put Aloy in the title not because of Forbidden West, but because we are supposedly getting a multiplayer Horizon game, though I don't know if this is going to be part of this showcase or if that is going to be some very, very different presentation in the future. We have had some leaked photos of that, but those are ancient at this point. Yeah, so I thought it was just cool to put basically my Memoji face on Aloy's body. I apologize for the sounds in between. Yes, I have some chips and something to drink for myself, because this is a stream I plan on enjoying, even if nobody else joins me. Yeah, so the reason why this matters, right? We have a very sort of divided gaming community right now, I would say, with a lot of unfinished games launching, with a lot of controversies based on like what games are coming to Xbox, what games are coming to PlayStation, which company bought exclusivity for what. For example, Silent Hill 2 is a game that we know will be a console exclusive for the PS5. And in line with that, Sony is supposed to have similar deals with Konami for Metal Gear Solid, a remake, specifically of Metal Gear Solid 3. For those of you who don't know, Metal Gear Solid 3 is the first game in the Metal Gear timeline. The story of Metal Gear Solid 3 is basically the first thing that takes place in the MJ and MGS timeline. So isn't as crazy as it sounds to get MGS 3 before 1 and 2 and before the Metal Gear Without Solid games. And some Castlevania games, which sounds kind of crazy to be potentially getting something right like Castlevania is potentially a PlayStation exclusive. I don't know. There are some recent rumors saying that even Metal Gear won't be an exclusive. But this is... I wanted, before I do this stream, and I don't know how many people will listen to that, but I think this is going to be a good opportunity for me to state a few opinions of mine on... I'm sorry, shouldn't have eaten very, very spicy stuff. Doesn't matter. On deals, including like full exclusivity, timed exclusivity, or even full-on acquisitions, right? I'm sometimes called a PlayStation fanboy because apparently you cannot like something over another thing without being a blind fanboy. It's the same as with Apple. I can like give Google 1,000 compliments if I wanted to. At the end of the day, the fact that I really prefer Apple over like the Android or Windows experience will always label me a fanboy, right? Even though I used to have Android devices for a long time, I had Android as secondary devices. I do have like Parallels on my Mac and use Windows a lot. I do have a PlayStation console, and I used to have even like an Xbox Series. So none of that counts. As long as you have a clear preference, you are a fanboy. All things are equal. All things are the same. Everything should be equally popular, and competition is good regardless. Sorry for the little rant. So what I'm trying to say is, I am one of those guys who has the very unpopular opinion that exclusives, when done right, are actually fantastic for the industry. And by that I mean when an exclusive game is not simply, and I don't like that word, but it applies to bad exclusives, when a game isn't just money hatted, right? A game is almost finished in development, all the money has been already put into it, there are plans on putting it on PlayStation and Xbox and PC, and there maybe even is like an ambitious Switch port in the going on, and then suddenly one of those platform holders comes in and basically prevents the versions from those other games from even launching. Except for the possibility that the game might have no chance of making its money back on through other platforms. And that exclusivity deal is vital for the actual game devs to make the money that they need to. I don't like that kind of exclusivity. But if there is a deal like that, right, a purely money-hatted deal where you're taking away a game from another platform, be the port fully developed or not, I would like those kind of deals to be timed exclusives at the most. And preferably there wouldn't be any deals like that whatsoever. However, there are deals such as what we are seeing with Final Fantasy XVI. Where with Final Fantasy XVI, we just got a report that Final Fantasy XVI is going to be so polished because of the first part, basically the first party nature, right? Square Enix was so closely integrated into the PlayStation ecosystem. They got help from from PlayStation developers. They got all the marketing, so they actually could put more money into the product and not think of how much they would have to spend on marketing. And the game is not even going to be ready for PC, at least to the main developer, when the exclusivity ends, right? Because the port was so ambitious, so highly optimized for PlayStation, that the 6 months exclusivity window before a PC release will not be enough to make a fully polished port. So even though the exclusivity will run out sometime in January, we might not see Final Fantasy 16 until like March, April, or maybe even like June of next year, a full year after that. That's the kind of exclusivity, especially if it's partial, because there is still a game coming for other platforms, that I absolutely love. Because you get the most polished version for your system, the developers get the opportunity to make money on a system like the PlayStation, and then they will get more time and a better opportunity, maybe in the meantime, to create a marketing deal for a release on Steam. Though I know that Steam doesn't do great deals, but maybe if we would be talking about a smaller game, they find an extra publisher for PC. That's actually interestingly what kind of happened with Death Stranding. They did have a different company publishing it on PC while Sony published it on PlayStation. That to me is amazing. And yes, I would prefer that kind of stuff to be timed in terms of like a console version first, then a PC version, and then maybe 2 years later the other console versions, right? However, I also kind of understand why, even in the case of what we are seeing with some developers now, we saw that recently with like that Inspector Gadget game, is that some developers don't necessarily even plan on doing all the ports, right? So you cannot force them, and that kind of applies to something like Final Fantasy 16. If they don't see the demand on Xbox, like let's say 2 years later, when I assume most exclusivity contracts with PlayStation have run out, then I don't think they will do the port. I don't know if Sony renewed the exclusivity for Final Fantasy VII Remake, one of my favorite games of the last generation. And let's be honest, the PC port was really bad, so it really was an exclusive in almost all regards for PlayStation. But I kind of don't think that Sony paid a lot of money to keep Final Fantasy VII Remake on PlayStation. Because, quite honestly, with the next Final Fantasy VII, like Rebirth, and I forget what the third game is, also being like PlayStation exclusives and like also coming to PC, whether right away or maybe like with a 6 month or a year long delay. Yeah, I actually wouldn't be surprised if Square Enix looked at that situation and said, yeah, with kind of how Xbox is doing, with people expecting games to be on Game Pass, with there being a lot of scrutiny for the $70 price point, with there frankly not being much of a history, right, recently for Final Fantasy, even like those mobile games, like the remakes of 1 to 6. Yeah, they didn't put it on PlayStation, and I promise you that Sony isn't running around it adding like $2 billion all the time. I know it wouldn't be $2 billion, but that's just abstractly, right? They're throwing amount money all the time for those deals. Square Enix said them themselves, right? Oh, we are going to the platform holders and big companies. I assume they mean the platform holders, though maybe like a company like Apple could also be now an opportunity, right? Apple now is interested in games like Resident Evil and No Man's Sky. So we will see how that develops for them. But specifically, of course, they are going to Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. And yes, obviously you do have an advantage if you have the largest home console platform in the world. And I specifically point out home console because the PlayStation 4 still wipes the floor with the Nintendo Switch. So even if you were to make a cross-gen game to still appeal to as large a base as possible, you would still probably not target the Switch, unfortunately. So hopefully that changes with the Switch too. And Microsoft, because they have a smaller platform, would likely need to pay a lot more. However, that by itself will probably not be enough unless the actual player base is also very excited and engaged. So, what Sony basically does, they invest into the console through their first party games, through deals, through their services, and then they use the success, which Microsoft has never reached those kinds of heights, right? Never had a console generation above 100 million, never even above 80 million. Of course, it becomes more expensive for them because they are basically offering exclusivity or buying exclusivity for much smaller platforms. So they need to put more money up front. But guess what? That is Microsoft's best position. Microsoft is the money company when it comes to gaming. Like, we aren't talking about like an Apple-like entity being in the gaming space. The only thing that comes even close is Microsoft. Nintendo and Sony not only do they not have Microsoft's money, but they wouldn't be even putting it all, like they wouldn't be investing into $70 billion deals because they're Japanese companies, they're a little more conservative with money. They also have like, especially Sony has other divisions here. Yes, of course, Microsoft has primarily like Windows and Azure, but they're so large that basically even like giving a tenth of their effort to Xbox will still dwarf what Sony and Nintendo can put combined into their consoles. So this isn't something that is prohibitively expensive for Microsoft, but Microsoft tries to do those kinds of exclusives through Game Pass. Like stuff like Scorn, right? It wasn't just on Game Pass, it was also a console exclusive. And we had some other smaller games. I'm sorry, I know I should know them, but when Sony is like partnering with games like Kena Bridge of Spirits, Sifu, and Stray, which were some of my absolutely favorite AA games in recent memory, yeah, kind of like, I believe Microsoft had like a deal with Tunic, but then Tunic was also on the Switch, wasn't it? I kind of forget. Regardless, what I'm trying to say is that I am for exclusives that make sense. Primarily, I'm talking about games where there is like a cultural overlay between the actual platform and the game that is being developed, so that the game actually makes sense and appeals to the platform. That the platform holder invests not just raw money, but actual development effort and marketing. Because marketing to a platform holder will be cheaper than to any third party. Because they can put the game on the top of the PlayStation store, right? Without obviously paying money for that. They can put the game into a PlayStation showcase, and sure, Square Enix can hold conferences for their games, but I guarantee you, they will not have the reach of the PlayStation Showcase. And the company like PlayStation basically has permanent deals for like billboards and like those giant bus advertisements that you see. And they just can basically swap in and out like a new game or not, depending on what they have. And usually if they don't have something from first party, they will advertise something from an exclusive. And as I said, I don't like exclusives that are basically completely random, that happen completely at the disservice of gamers on other platforms, because there's no extra development effort from the platform holder. There isn't even like big money, right, put into it. It's just like, oh, we will market it and that's why it's exclusive. Or if it's like outrageously long, right? Unless there is like hardware reasons for exclusivity, I think that no exclusivity deal should be longer than 2 years. And then it's up to it should be up to the platform to the developer to see if they want to port the game to other platforms. Oh, by the way, I know that the Inspector Gadget game is now going to Xbox, so congratulations to Xbox users. You have basically showed some excitement, so hopefully you will also now vote with your wallet about it. So those that is kind of the discrepancy, but the main point I'm trying to make has something to do with acquisitions. Why don't I like acquisitions of bigger studios and especially publishers? Now, if you buy a small studio or even a very, very small publisher, right? For example, Destiny is a small publisher by all accounts. They have one game. There's nothing else right now with Destiny. And while 1,000 employees is a lot, it's not unheard of for like super large individual studios to have that many employees. So even though they are a publisher by themselves, you can see them sort of more of as a studio. And even with Bethesda, while I have said repeatedly that I don't love that Bethesda was acquired, because I think it gives Microsoft too much leeway to rely on Bethesda games instead of like whatever they build up themselves or from much smaller studios. I wasn't in any way against that legally. Bethesda needed an injection of cash, Microsoft needed some extra games, and let's be honest, so Bethesda will probably, hopefully, now only focus on like DirectX 12 implementations. So hopefully, Starfield will like work better. Day one, maybe like the Advanced Technologies group will help Starfield come out much more polished than Skyrim. Oh God, I don't know. After Redfall, I'm so not sure about any of that. But what I really, really hate is what Microsoft is trying to do with Activision, and also just with acquisitions in general versus exclusivity deals. And why do I dislike acquisitions where I really like exclusives? Well, because I'm a blind PlayStation fanboy and just copy pasted their opinion, right? No. At least I hope that anybody who listens to me will understand that this is a sincerely held belief. And by the way, this is actually something for those who have called me an Apple fanboy. You will find me numerous times saying that, for example, I don't want Apple to buy any large like movie studio or one of the music publishers for their own services, because I don't like when tech giants throw around money in industries where they are involved in, but in a very different extent. Like Apple has always been like a very independent thing in the movie space and now in the movie side, right? It's much more lucrative to have basically studios, whether we're talking movies or gaming studios, right? And they go to the platform holders or the platform holders come to them. And in the case of platform, I mean, it can range everything from like Steam, iOS and Google Play to obviously Nintendo, Sony and Xbox. And on movie side, for example, then you have Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV Plus. It's much more lucrative for the developer and much better for us as consumers if instead of the studio basically relinquishing all control and completely getting absorbed into the giant tech entity, instead all those other bigger things like your Netflixes, your gaming platform holders, instead they have to now start bidding for whatever they like. And the higher the quality of this thing, the more money that developer, that movie maker, etc. will make. However, if you acquire it, you basically have it in perpetuity. And sure, you paid more upfront, but now you have completely taken away the opportunity, especially in gaming, where porting is very much different than what it is in the movie industry or in the music industry, where you just put a file into a different server. But now you have taken away the opportunity for those games to launch on other platforms. almost forever. And then you consumers have to rely on whimsical decisions like, oh, we will put Ori and the Will of the Wisp on Nintendo, but not PlayStation, to the degree that the developer actually said, and thankfully, that is the, I believe it's called Moon Studios, right? I believe this is one of the best examples for the difference between like timed exclusivity or just exclusivity for one franchise, right? Because I believe Ori is owned by Microsoft now, but doesn't matter, right? An exclusive by itself, it can be renegotiated once the time runs out. If a studio or a publisher didn't like their deal with the platform holder and the future deals are terrible too, they can completely go to either a new platform holder, become fully independent, join up with a publisher that publishes across all platforms, right? Giving more choice to consumers once again. I'm sorry, guys, I need to take a drink before my Sprite loses all its bubbles. I'm so sorry. I got really excited because I haven't talked to the camera in so long and I don't even have a camera active. So what I'm basically trying to say is that exclusives and acquisitions don't, unless the companies are broken up or like by the governments or a studio sold. For example, Bungie, right? Which changed hands quite a couple of times from one entity to the next. And I, as a consumer, vastly prefer that bigger studios and publishers all stay somewhat independent with the ability to make exclusives, whether they fully sell an IP or make a timed exclusivity deal, that is up to them. But I vastly prefer all of it over full-on acquisitions, unless we are talking about a studio very small with very little talent for now, right? But maybe with an opportunity to grow. And of course, with a small catalog of games, so nothing substantial gets taken away from the other platforms. That is my 2 cents. I'm so sorry, I got a little winded there. Why I'm making this point, this very long protracted point, right? It's because we will see quite a couple of those kind of exclusives. Some money-headed, some much closer developed with PlayStation, some from acquired studios, right? But much smaller studios. Like those, always forget which one was Firewalk and which one was Fire Sprite. If I'm correct, we have not seen much from Firewalk yet, but Fire Sprite is like the one that made like Horizon Call of the Mountain and stuff like that. But I might be wrong, right? And then like Jade Raymond Studio. I'm sorry guys, until those guys introduce a game, I will not be remembering their names correctly. So this is why I feel so different about small scale acquisitions and exclusives versus full on acquisitions and like completely egregious money hatching. And Sony has been known for almost all of those to different degrees, except for huge acquisitions, Bungie being like maybe the one exception. While Microsoft, meanwhile, already acquired a big publisher, and they've done their fair share of smaller acquisitions, though we haven't seen many results from them. And now trying to go even bigger. And this is why I am live streaming the PlayStation event and not the Microsoft stuff. Like, there will be an event on June 11th. I have no idea if I'm going to live stream that. This is going to be less than a week after WWDC. And you know how much content I will have after that. So yeah, I really wanted to tell you why I'm so excited for this. It's because I love the studios that are going to be here. I love the actual games they put out. And I love that most of what we'll see will be something that really is close to PlayStation. It didn't just show up here because at some point a little money exchanged hands. There's actual love and development effort put into this. And this is in 10 seconds. Now we are getting ready. I'm so excited and I hope you all are as well. Wait, it's streaming in 49 minutes. Did I get it wrong? Did I get it wrong for the time? Because yeah, I think that might be the case, right? Yeah, I think I put in the wrong time for Germany. Yeah, I should have just typed in the gaming Pacific Daylight Time. So will I now have to stay here for another hour? No, they're saying it's 1 p.m. I don't get it. Well, they're saying it in Pacific Daylight Time. It's now 1 p.m. Does that mean that this is when we'll see the stream start? I don't know. I think that was some bug. Okay, that was a bug. Thank God. Oh God, I'm so... Okay, there was some kind of issue, I don't know why, yeah, on my part. So we're going to enable full HD. I hope my internet quality is good enough. I have turned everything else off, and I will try to stay more quiet now. So I'm staying tuned. Okay, I see now we have 2 more people who have joined us. That's fantastic. Feel free to leave comments, though I kind of understand why you wouldn't right now. Let me know if you can hear everything that is happening. I've tried to tune the sound so it's not too loud so you can still hear me speak. I don't know if I should mute myself, so if I scream I don't break anybody's ears. Haven! That was the name of Jet Raven's studio.
You want to know about us?
Yes.
Seems like everyone does these days.
Yes, I want to know about you,
It's
Jay.
simple. Too much money and too much power is held by just a few people.
Yes, that's true.
And it's only getting worse.
Late stage capitalism.
So, we decided to do something about it.
What is going on?
Let's go.
Designer socks too, I got the swag crew. It's a haiku, I'm something like you. Might drink and drive too, work 9 to 5s when I was in high school. These shoes here don't come out till June. This my pick, I'll crop you. Married to the game, said my I do's. Got a window seat like Erykah Badu.
Gameplay here, though. Like, I understand the game isn't far enough in development for gameplay, but like...
Then you can't flaunt it. Pull up Lamborghini and Sonic.
Fair game. Money. Take it till you make it. Interesting. Is it simply a shooter, or will it have like more tactical elements? I'm not a huge live service game
Hi
fan,
everyone,
but okay.
I'm Jim Ryan, President and CEO of
Our
Sony
leader.
Interactive Entertainment.
I know that's a meme.
I'm
in the
delighted to be
PlayStation
here today to
community.
introduce what's next for PlayStation 5. We're now into the third year of the life cycle of PS5, and we've been fortunate to have so many fan-favorite titles released on the platform. What's even more exciting is that developers are just scratching the surface of what's possible with the gaming experiences that they create.
So
Today, you'll get a
probably
glimpse into
isn't
some
the
of the most
PlayStation 5 Pro.
breathtaking and imaginative content that will be coming to PS5 and PlayStation VR 2.
That's awesome.
And now, what you've all been waiting for. Enjoy the show.
I love Jim Ryan's like little intros. They're so much less pretentious.
Super Earth, our home, our way of life. But freedom doesn't come free.
What?
Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now. And you could be next. That
this
is,
like a Starship
unless you
Troopers
make
thing?
the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join the Helldivers.
Oh, it's Helldivers too. Yeah, Arrowhead.
Experience true freedom.
Requesting air support.
The freedom to travel the galaxy. And secure the resources we
I
need
love the Star
to
Trek
build
Troopers,
a better
like,
tomorrow.
sarcastic vibe.
The freedom to encounter fascinating life forms
Who all
and
look
introduce
familiar.
them to our sophisticated technology. The freedom to make new friends and represent the best of what Super
Okay, that's
Earth
fun.
has to
And that actually looks good.
become part of an elite peacekeeping
And it looks
force
pretty far
and
along,
work
right? Like,
together
it's actually
to
like
spread
gameplay.
prosperity
And yes, the macro bluffing is
liberty,
terrible on YouTube.
and
I cannot help that.
democracy. Become part of something larger than yourself. Become a
I
hero.
really hope it has
Become
that same
a legend.
sarcastic
Become
vibe.
a Helldiver. Becoming a Helldiver may result in decapitation or mortification.
Okay,
Not
still
all
this
Helldivers
year. And PC makes sense. I've always said that Sony's live service game will come simultaneously to PC.
Sir,
I don't know the studio.
it's the hand.
Follow, but do not engage.
Maybe engage a little.
I'm getting a little Godfather vibes. And Forspoken. But the good kind of vibes, not the actual story of those games.
Nightblades have established a stronghold, and Kirkin seems to think you might not get me killed. Jury's still out on that one.
Oh, shit! Oh, boy.
The last immortal.
Roshanians haven't had enough yet?
We haven't given them enough yet.
Your men killed my family. Don't turn your back on me!
Enemigo Montoro. Kick my family. Prepare to die. that's Immortals of Avium. Okay. Yeah, that's coming to everything, isn't it? By the way, I'm not saying I care about which games are exclusives or not. I'm just pointing stuff out. And there's more to point out when text is on the screen, because then we have like dates and stuff. That's something Destiny related. Is it like the new season? Wait, no. That's not Destiny. Oh, is it a new Ghost Runner game? Yeah, it is. Yeah, Ghost Runner 2. Didn't get very far in Ghost Runner 1. Blood will run in 2023.
What's your plan? Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
What? Oh, that's Rise of the Ronin, isn't it? No, that was a different studio. I'm getting so flummoxed.
Run away.
This looks good. And very stylistic.
It won't make any difference at the end of the day. You know better than anyone else that no one could escape.
What is this? So badass.
Everyone wears a mask. You too.
This is a real face.
He let you live? What secret did you sell him?
Only a dead person can keep a secret.
But I hope it doesn't have like Soulsborne difficulty, because it looks so cool. Please let it have options like Ghost of Tsushima.
Going where? This damned place! You're suicidal!
What is this? This looks incredible.
One last toast.
I don't care if it's an exclusive or not. This is a game I'm picking up. This is by far my favorite one.
Patience is the key, Master.
If this is coming out this year, I'm losing my...
Time is not on
Oh, I
his
can
side.
curse. This video won't get monetized
All
anyway.
we have to do is wait.
Yes.
Yes. Let's kill him with time.
Phantom Blade 0? What?
What's your plan?
0?
Knowing you have only 66 days to live.
Is that a prequel to something that I don't know?
Get my heart back.
Coming to PS5. Yeah, I think that will be a console exclusive. Okay. taking a break from the chips, otherwise this is gonna become Burp City. It's Zelda. Yeah, it looks like something from the Pathless intro. But, oh, it looks much better though. I played the Pathless on my Apple devices. Yeah, giant spoiler. Okay, it's also a Tony Hawk game. What is this game about? Sword of the Sea. I do kind of assume it's... Well, it is... Well, Pathless was a long time timed exclusive, right? Like console exclusive. That was cool. The transition.
A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders.
We're
things
like 15
that I,
minutes
in my garden, could never have
game or
imagined.
something.
Think of the world we could build if we believed in ourselves. If we truly believed in what it means to be sentient. To face the universe without fear or delusion.
Like, regardless if anybody likes the specific games, I think the choices for what is shown are actually really good.
Light.
I think those are
Great
ambitious titles and were from studios that are known for like quality smaller games. Or they are from partners like Haven Studios. I think for the first 15 minutes, that's a really, really strong shot.
Faith.
The Talos Principle, and it's coming out this year, and not even the slightest bit of gameplay. Okay. Okay, I didn't play Grease, if you pronounce it that way. Or Grice. But it looks cute. It's gonna be something otherwise. Yes, it's like super cute. Okay. It's not a super cute backdrop anymore. This is like really Princess Mononoke. It looks interesting. I'm not sure what the gameplay will be because I haven't played the previous game from this developer. The music is beautiful though. Niva or Neva. Look guys, it's Sea of Thieves. mobile game like this? Although I do get easily confused by the sheer amount of games that we have now everywhere. Yeah, this isn't for me. And it's even coming for PS4. My god. Yeah, Sea of Thieves looks better than that. Okay. Oh, this is probably like... Wait. What? Now I'm not sure anymore. If this is like another Square Enix exclusive, like some people will lose their mind. This looks a live service too. Oh my god, like is this sort of like I don't think this game is far along in development. They would be showing a little more actual gameplay, because certainly the game doesn't look like this. Like, what is that squiddy game from the Nintendo Switch that I don't know? Oh, okay, some gameplay that looks completely different. Okay, this is basically Sony's and Square Enix response to Nintendo's. With the inklings, you know, guys, leave comments afterwards to embarrass me. Oh yes, Splatoon. Okay, the game is called Splatoon that I'm trying.
Ready for the foam star party?
Okay, I don't know why this came off so... Oh my god, it's even coming out for PS4. Okay, this is very much a live service game. Oh, the Plucky Squire, I love that.
Welcome
I
to
think
the
it was
land
shown
of
at like a
Mojo.
Nintendo Direct last year.
Here we find Jot, the plucky
Yeah, I think it was
squire,
last
and
year.
his friends, Violet, Thrash, and Pip. Our heroes protect the land from the villainous sorcerer.
This is so cute. It's like a game I would definitely
They
show
adventure
to
to
my
the
nieces.
edges of their realm, and even beyond.
Pre-watch,
There,
guys.
Jot
I
finds a
pre-watched it
whole
before it
new
went
world
live.
to explore, with dangers, surprises, and attractively furnished accommodation. Our heroes must battle Humgrump across the two realms if they are to save their beloved land from his diabolical designs. Off the page and into adventure!
Okay, it's still coming out this year. We're now 23 minutes in. I think the showing was quite good thus far. Okay, is it something Minecraft related or... No, it's something Minecraft adjacent. Now I sort of get why Sony said that they have like exclusives and like deals across all kinds of genres, because like to some degree like that Cat Quest game was a little bit like Sea of Thieves. Like this is Minecraft-y to a degree. We had like a Splatoon alternative. They're definitely trying, even though I don't think that all of those games are like exclusives, they're trying to partner up with stuff to show that they are alternatives to all kinds of games on the PlayStation platform. down. Wasn't that game on Steam already? What? Oh, I thought this was like an ad for a discless PS5. That broke my brain for a second. Okay, that's a little creepy. Is that like an alternative to Grounded? Oh no, it is Grounded. Is it like an alternative to Pikmin? Bro, what is this? Is this like some nature survival game? And you're like always the animal that won the last fight? No! Oh my god! It's MGS! You got me, Sony. Oh my god, you got me so good.
What a thrill. With darkness and
Metal Gear Solid. What is it? Is it Delta? Snake Eater.
What a
Yeah.
thrill. I'm searching and I'm
That is the Delta sign, isn't it? Yeah, but it's definitely not coming out this year. Okay, so we got MGS, baby. Awesome. What? What? Wait, what? In what ways? Like, yeah, those games will be like remasters? The footage captured on PC. By the way, thank you, Sony, for pointing that out. Like, I like. Yeah, there's a remaster collection. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. Though I think I will play MGS. I don't know. I might play 1 and 2 and the remaster, and then wait for 3 as the remake. Though it will be out of chronological order, I don't care. That looks cool. They got us, baby. Oh my gosh. Wow. It gives like Zelda, but in actual HD vibes. Towers of Ahaspa. Coming in 2024. Okay, so I will be looking forward to seeing more of that game in the future. Crystals. That's Final Fantasy 16.
These people live with a knife to their throats.
Oh no, what? Is it
have to believe
Assassin's
us.
Creed?
We'd help you if we could.
No, it's Final Fantasy.
Helping us already.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy. Oh, they're probably announcing a demo. FF16 is probably getting a demo today.
Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
Creative Business Unit 3. God, I love those names.
You better hope so.
Crystals take more than they give.
You mean to tell me that the mother
I'm glad they're showing it because of the demo. And though I do hope that this is like below 2 minutes.
If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. Are you with me? You will pay for what you've done.
Why aren't you dead? You was branded.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do?
This game looks so freaking
I
ambitious.
was forced to kill. You do it by choice.
They don't believe in me. They believe in the powers that dominant.
You can't blame a man for
It's
wanting
the
to
power of the donut.
Can you?
Never led astray by your blind resolve.
And thus is the light of hope severed. We don't need your
I think the subtitles aren't pre-planned, right? They are automatically generated. That's why there are so many mistakes.
Who are we? What are the dominants? We are but mighty acts of God.
Enough of this. I use my talents to my advantage, and you would tell me there is shame in that?
We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world.
Darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive.
I have to stop him! I have to save them!
I made a promise to my friends, and it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign. Your efforts will avail us naught. We fight. We survive. We endure.
Okay, good.
We don't need a reason.
Like 3 minutes. Good. I think Sony's timing their trailers well. Fate will fall. That's a badass effect. It's June 22nd, and a demo. No demo. Did I miss something? There should have been a demo. We are now at the midpoint. Very much. They said a little over an hour, so I assume it will be like an hour and 4 minutes. Otherwise, they would be like staying closer to like 65 or 70
I'm
minutes.
trapped here. In this nightmare. I write to escape.
No, this
every
cannot be
word
a new
is a step
Resident
forward.
Oh, it's Alan Wake 2. Man,
I'm
Sony
glad
has...
you're on this case
This
with
is
me,
Alan
Anderson.
Wake 2, right?
It's right up your
BGS
alley.
Publishing.
The victim was one of their
Yeah,
own.
it's Alan Wake 2.
FBI Special Agent Robert
I haven't
Nightingale.
played the remake.
So you knew
or
Alan
the
Wake 2?
remaster. I don't
Only
know
the
what it
rumors.
technically
He was
is.
chasing a writer.
Maybe it's not worth checking it out.
Someone knew they were here. Was playing a game with them.
Thought for a second
Killer
that this was
left a
Keanu.
message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead.
This looks way better than what I've seen from
There's something I'm forgetting. Something important.
so much bigger as well.
Something's not right!
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
Yeah, okay. If this was not Alan Wake 2... Oh! Still this year. Alright, Sony. I see what you're doing here. Sony's really filling out like the second half. Okay, this is finally Assassin's Creed in like Persia.
Welcome, Hidden One.
It makes a lot of sense for Sony and other platform holders to show this off. I know
have
Ubisoft
died
doesn't have the
and
best
been reborn.
reputation right now in the AC games, but yeah, I think it makes sense. And it looks... Okay, they're definitely making it look more like Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. 2 and 3, sorry.
We need to find a way to get you inside without being seen. You could bribe the guards to look the other way.
I shall see what flavor best suits me.
We can do that, okay.
Embrace the fear. Quiet it. Find a stillness. And let's go.
I don't, like, is it just the macro blocking or, like, the graphics for some reason, they don't really wow me? Is this game, like, a little lower budget?
The stage is yours, Basim. We will be watching.
Assassin's Creed Mirage. Wait, what? Oh, okay, it's coming out for PS4 as well. That's kind of disappointing. Are we getting a new cat game? Will Sony now be giving us an annual cat game? Is this like taking place in like former Soviet Union? I would easily buy a game like that for like $20. Revenant Hill, interesting. Rise Together. It's also coming for PS4. My god, devs really love. As I said, like, it makes more sense to develop still for PS4 often than for the Switch. Which sucks. This is like an MMO. Sony. If Spider-Man is shown is like over 5 minutes, then we don't have much else time. Much time for other stuff. This looks cool, but it's definitely not for me. Like, that's the kind of game, it's sort of like Final Fantasy 14. Though obviously Final Fantasy 14 has proved itself, I don't know if this game has such like Grand Blue Fantasy. Okay, it's also coming out for PS4. My god, Capcom. This is probably okay. This is Street Fighter 6. Sony.
I've crossed paths with many during my journey for true strength. I've also met my share of enemies.
God.
Opponents I had to overcome. My journey knows no end. I will continue to do what I have always done.
When you said you were seeking strength, despite having no real need to do so, honestly, I thought you were a complete idiot.
Masters,
it was set up.
I'm not nearly strong enough to chase after a monster like that.
It's probably worth looking into this nice shawl business.
That power seemed to be the Satsui no Hado. Was it simply a trick of the senses?
Bison. He attempted to set the world under his heel through violence.
It looks like a very pretty involved story for a Street Fighter game.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending.
Street Fighter 6.
I'm so disappointed by how many games are coming out for the PS4 still. Let's give Sony some respect for this being the first like side-scrolling like weird aesthetic kind of like 2D game, because when you look sometimes at presentations from other platform holders, you get like 4 of those games in a row sometimes. Ultros. I don't know why you pronounce it like that. Okay, 2024. It's interesting, like Sony hasn't thus far shown anything that is like 2025. Okay, there is a transition, so this tells me that we might be now getting into first party, like second party territory. Perfect World Games. Okay, I was wrong. Oh, I remember this. This was like the dating sim thing. This is like, I don't know. This was strangely appealing to the weep in me the last time they've showed it. This isn't Honkai Star Rail or anything. This is. The world must be... What? Am I wrong? What? She looks way too young. Please stop this. But like, is this... No. Wait, is this... Was this game only on PC before? I don't remember its name. I'm so confused which anime aesthetic game this is. Yeah, it is Tower Fantasy. So was this PC only before that? Sony's gonna make so much money through the commission purchases of like all the gacha stuff. What is this? Oh, is it? It's Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, I didn't know if the rumors would be true.
You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames?
You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisa.
Of course. That begs the
I love the story of the original, but like it was hard going back to like I don't know, like it's in 30 FPS and stuff. I will definitely play DG2. Hopefully they have like some good recap functioning in the beginning, so I don't have to do a lot of like YouTube search for it. Okay, that's a really cool reveal. And I'm not saying that it doesn't add to my enjoyment if this is an exclusive or not. I'm just really interested if this is a Capcom PlayStation exclusive. Please don't say it's coming out for PS4.
Welcome back for another week of career fulfillment and minimal social interaction.
What is this?
We know how challenging it can be to find a place where you feel that you truly belong.
Those are some big games, but I want some first party, man.
And only infrequently with contempt. For that reason, we are excited to inform you that you did an adequate enough job the first time around to have you back.
I assume we will get the jump scare and then
Also,
the trailer will end.
There were no other applicants. So strap yourself in and get motivated to an appropriate degree. Because you ain't seen nothing yet.
Help wanted. I don't play those games, so... Of course, yeah. Yeah, it's like every trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's is like an intro. Oh, please, 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 please. TLU multiplayer. TLU multiplayer. Oh, PSVR. We haven't even gotten like... Is this a first party PSVR 2 stuff? It will be Resident Evil 4, of course. RE4 is amazing. I cannot wait to play it on my Resident Evil VR 2. Wow, that was a big brain fart. Cannot play it on. Wait to play it on PSVR 2. Time is slowly running out, though. RE8 was amazing in VR. I assume this will be even better. It's a slightly slower, it's a slightly faster game, but you yourself feel a little more tanky. That's what I wanted to say. The actual shooting is more hectic and stuff. When? I assume sometime this year, right? It's in development. Okay. Oh, please, Sony, more Vertigo games. Oh my god.
Oh, forgive me, Father, for I've sinned.
Like a lot.
Like a lot.
Man, some lines are so predictable once you watch a lot of movies.
Everything started 2 years ago when I met Fred. And ever since then, it's like I see his face everywhere. And lately, I've started to develop some destructive tendencies. Whoosh! What do we have here? Well, what's a bit of harmless fun? Hello, uglies. Blah, 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 blah. And since I met my new best friend, I guess I get a little.
So what have we gotten thus far that got me excited? We got that game that I thought was Rise of the Ronin, but I couldn't quite play it.
Okay, very overprotective.
I liked sort of Immortals of Avium.
I'd love to sit here all day.
We got the MGS announcement, including a remaster collection.
But as you know,
we got RE4 VR mode.
Catch you later, Fred.
I think I'm already forgetting stuff. It's just so much.
Who's a good boy?
Yeah, I have no idea what to do.
Looks like today's gonna be a scorcher.
Okay, it's probably now another VR2 game, and then we will see some more first party stuff. But I hope this presentation is at least now an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, will we see Half-Life Alyx? on, Sony. Yeah, not much excitement for a Crossfire game. Oh my god, please. Okay. Please. Sorry, I think I hit the microphone.
The target is Colonel Peter Conrad. He was one of ours before he went rogue. We intercepted comms chatter referring to neurosynaptic tech, but they've gone dark. I don't have to remind you what's at stake here. We need that intel by any means necessary. It's connected to a mind synchronization device. This is cutting-edge interrogation tech. We're out of time and out of options. You've got to go in.
Oh my god, an Inception VR game!
Yet another lamb to the slaughter.
Wait, I think we have seen this.
Let's see what you're made of.
You got like cool kinetic powers here, telekinetic powers and stuff here, right? Yes, I think it. Yes, that's the game. I was really excited for it. Well, like, I think I wasn't that excited when they showed it during the state of play, but after rewatching it, I really dug what they showed.
Focus. The clock is ticking. You have to adapt.
Back again? Pathetic! Your heroics mean nothing!
You're getting close. You're approaching the center of his subconscious.
You think you're a threat?
Yeah, very Inception.
I'll never talk! They'll never break me!
Synapse, yeah, that's the game. July 4th. Okay, that's exciting. Wait, this showcase really isn't. And Beat Saber. Okay, so they have some very solid VR to me now. Oh, if this stream was monetized, it definitely would be now. Is it like the original Beat Saber, or is it like really new? Available now, my god! And with a queen pet. Okay, oh my god, I'm buying this instantly after the show. Okay, give us now like 12 to 15 minutes of first party stuff. Is that the game from London Studios? No. Bungie. Oh, is it the new IP? Because I love Destiny for its gameplay loop, but I don't love its live service elements. So I hope that Sony will give Bungie the development and like just the money resources to make something awesome. That is like, even if it's live service, that it's more like that it has like a better entry point for new players. Alrighty. This looks crazy. I'm excited for this simply because it's Bungie. Marathon. Okay. It's not coming out this year. They're probably hiring talent and stuff like that. This is a very early thing, but now we are in first party stuff. And now we probably get something for Destiny? Yeah.
I don't even know where to begin.
You've missed so much. We've slain gods.
Is this
vanquished nightmares?
Is this like Destiny 3 for like
Fought
newcomers?
alongside those who we once fought against.
Yeah, it's the new season, I'm sure.
I wish you could have been there.
Yeah, me too, kiddo. But hey.
Wait, what?
I'm here now.
Is this guy dead?
Wherever the hell here is.
Destiny Showcase, the final show. Oh wow! And they will have an extra showcase just for Destiny. Wow, that's some luck. Okay. Firewalk.
Contract site coming up. 15 seconds.
So we saw Haven and a new thing from Bungie, and now the Firewalk game, and Helldivers. So we are basically getting like 4 of Sony's like 10 live service games. This is super early in development. Wait, what? It is coming to 2024. Alrighty. I will try it out. It's probably free to play. No! Oh my god, I thought for a second it might be over. We need at least one major thing. Sony?
The best Gran Turismo
no!
in the world.
Fuck no, Sony!
In racing history.
I love that trailer. It doesn't belong here. But they're using all their marketing power to push it. Will they announce something for GT7? Because GT7 is kind of stacked at this point. It has like a ton of cars. It just got an update for this month, or like the announcement for it. It's got a VR mode. It got 120 FPS mode. Like, this is just the movie, right? It looks terrible with the macro blocking. Will they announce some crossover with the GT game? Now, if you end on this, I would actually be pissed.
Thank you for joining us today.
No!
Before we get into our final game, I have a few announcements to share. At PlayStation, innovation is our passion. And that applies to not just what games you play, but how you play them. Later this year, we will launch a dedicated device that enables you to stream any game from your PS5 console using remote play over Wi-Fi. Internally known as Project Q, it has an 8-inch HD screen and all of the buttons and features of the DualSense wireless controller. We look forward to sharing more information in the near future. I'm also pleased to reveal our first ever PlayStation earbuds, which will bring next generation audio immersion to
PlayStation
PS5
look different,
and PC.
right?
They simultaneously connect to smartphones via Bluetooth. New wireless technology will deliver lossless audio with low latency, giving you outstanding sound quality while you're playing.
No, it's the
Look out for
standard.
more details soon. We hope today's showcase demonstrates our continued commitment to delivering experiences that surprise and delight our players. I want to thank all of you for your unwavering
Okay, Tom
support
Henderson
for
is now really accurate. So, with like that streaming thing. Wait, we aren't getting anything Spider-Man related? That's crazy. Is that... Oh my god, is that Sony Santa Monica's new IP? Because if it is, then I will be happy.
You grow slow in your old age, Sergei.
A fate you will not share. I've been in your shadow for hours, but you sense nothing. Pathetic.
Oh God.
I asked for an equal. And this is what you find.
Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
Oh my, oh, of course. Oh my God, I was so confused for a second.
Light the fires. The great hunt begins.
It's Craven. Oh my God, I was so confused for a second.
Lizard sighted in Queens. Closing in now.
Cover the door. The beast could be anywhere. You have no idea. This whole lizard hunt ends now.
Okay, now I understand Sony's. Okay. Yeah, they really wanted to not overshadow Spider-Man in any way. This is their showing, and I assume we will get like another like state of play or even a showcase at the end of the year with stuff like TLAU. They really wanted to hold off on first-party stuff. That's a little disappointing. But, I mean, technically, like, Firewalk and Haven, they're all now first-party. But I mean, like, your Naughty Dogs, your Sony Santa Monica's, your Guerrilla Games.
All teams converge. Lizards across the river. I'm not gonna make it in time.
Miles, the hunters tracked Connors to the Harlem Fish Market.
Lizard.
Okay, this game looks...
Sounds like Craven's checking off his... We don't have much time. Move. Guess we'll chat later?
Genki, the lizard's loose at the fish market.
Must be sushi night.
You still got that hunter drone you hijacked?
This looks
Didn't
so
really
good.
tough hiding it from my mom, but yeah. I'll boot up and see you there.
They got here fast.
Okay. This now went up to an A- overall.
Can't let him find Connors.
But like I was gonna give it like a B- if there had been like the GT thing like really pissed me off. Might even be like a B+ because simply like not getting like TLAU multiplayer a year after they've shown some artwork for it. But it oh my god, this looks so good. Oh my god.
So, how's the hunt going?
Watch out for his new powers!
Oh my god, this
Judging
is...
by the 3 tons of dead fish, not well.
Fuck.
Right. Where are you, Connors?
Man, Insomniac really putting in the work this gen. Spider-Man remastered, Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, now Spider-Man 2, and probably like early 2025, I would say, mid 2025 Wolverine. Who knows? Maybe even like maybe even next year. Doesn't matter, this looks phenomenal. But like Peter has like venom powers, right? And I don't mean like the powers that Miles has with like his electricity.
How'd you find me?
Follow the fish. Drone's picking up Lizard's trail.
He's still eating. We can catch him off guard.
Wait, is it like the vulture thing?
Yankee,
like,
get behind me. It's just his skin.
Doesn't that mean he's getting bigger?
Hungrier too. Whoa. Hey man. New threads?
The building's swarming with hunters. Any sign of Connors?
Yeah. Genki's tracking him.
Hey, Mr. Parker. Mr. Spider-Man, I mean.
But the date isn't complete.
yeah, Pierre's suit is amazing.
Chill. That wasn't me.
Me neither.
I don't even have a stomach, so...
Let's go!
Man, that's a really long showing for this. Okay, I'm really happy now. If they give us a release date and then the game comes out polished by that release
Can't lose Connors.
point,
Harry's dying, and he's the only one who can help.
We won't. You take the drones, I got the jet skis. Cool if I borrow this?
this looks so amazing. Oh my god. I'm so excited to see how much here is like
Watch out for those drones.
ray traced and stuff like that. Though it's like even how much of it will then get like upgraded on the PS4 or the PS5 Pro. I know a lot of people don't want the PS5 Pro. Like, look at this. I want this with like all ray tracing at 120 FPS, if possible.
The East River is not a river, but in fact a saltwater tidal flat. Spider-Man is fighting on right now! Everybody down!
This is
Help the tour boat! Right! I've got the metal murder bird! I warned you about going after Connors. Now this is on you! Poison clouds, that all you got?
Almost done here. Civilians are all safe. How you looking?
This gunship won't quit!
I'm right behind you.
Oh,
Take it down together.
like I forgot what those things are called. It's like those gliders. Yes, yes, those were something that I was. Oh my god, I hoped it. Like, please let me keep like the Venom outfit powers forever. Like, I know probably there will be some story element that it will corrupt you, but this looks so good.
Over there! Whoever the Kendrick! Move, move, move!
Miles! Grab on! Let's go! He's right behind you!
I know!
Whoa! Be faster!
They really went all out with this. Okay. Sony is now entering the marketing phase, like for Spider-Man 2. Once Final Fantasy 16 is out, this will be their new game to market for the next like 3 months, and then like, is this an like this is a September game, isn't it?
Look out! Everyone, take cover! What are you guys doing? Trying to take out that gunship! Can't get close enough!
But I can. I'm one of them, remember?
Bro, that's it! Pete! Alley-oop on 3? Fine.
Yeah, there's like a lot of people have complained like that this isn't like a co-op. This isn't stuff that you can realistically do in co-op. Like you switch between Peter and Miles this way you switch between like GTA 5 characters, but you do so instantly and with like a lot of story purpose. Because this is an Insomniac Spider-Man game. This will be story-driven.
He got away from us. It's good, Pete. I saved the tracker. Let's go, man, before he gets too far.
No. He's mine.
You sure? He's got big teeth.
So do I.
Oh my, please! I thought they were gonna
normally like that, right?
No. He's never like that.
Release date! Be greater together in fall. Okay. They're giving themselves some wiggle room for... Okay, it's definitely now confirmed for fall. This is... Okay, I was thought for a second they would be showing like... They've shown a lot. I'm happy. And I'm downloading PSVR 2 and... I think I will click the button. No, I'm still live streaming. Oh, this is incredible. Oh, this was a roller coaster for me because, like, I was shocked the way they've shown Metal Gear, and yeah, I'm not interested in the buds. Maybe I'm an AirPods guy. I would rather probably buy an adapter that makes them work with PlayStation. Yeah, they've shown, of course, yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2 I liked, Alan Wake 2 I liked, yeah, there's a lot. And yeah, this game, like, what's the name of this game?
Let's see what you're made of.
RE4 in VR, of course.
Started when I met Fred.
And like yeah, like Street Fighter things 6 we got like a little too much I think. Not in this situation, but it was needed to be shown again. It was a very good showcase, but it wasn't one for the ages, I would say. It was a very much needed one, but
blah 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 blah.
They could have shown more first-party stuff. Primarily, I think this would have been a PlayStation event for the ages if they had shown like Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, of course, TLU multiplayer.